Guys, I had a lesson with those that paid for my hair just a few minutes ago. Material King is right here. We said that yesterday that NASDAQ was going to 15,000. I just had a session, online session right now with those that paid for my hair. Much appreciate to those guys. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. This is a picture of where NASDAQ went to. Exactly as I said, it's going to 15,000. Those that are in my group, I think I gave a signal that NASDAQ will go straight to 15,000 around 3:30. Then I gave a buy, and I said to those ones that wanted to hold, could hold until 15,000. I'm sure you can see where it's approaching. I'm sure now it's around 14,972. Just few pips until it reaches to 15,000. So that is exactly where we're going to. So I really appreciate you guys coming through, supporting up the bar. I really appreciate all that. Thank you guys for always being there. So we look at a few analysis. How do we join the group, Grotman? Please inbox me those who want to join the group. Let me put my number below. WhatsApp for signals or classes. Okay, 0814055948. Actually, mostly I prefer putting the country code because some people are not from South Africa, so it becomes difficult. For 8 WhatsApp for signals or classes. Okay, this is my number down there. Those who want to join classes or signals, please join using that number. So today we're still going to look at more analysis on exactly what's happening or what happened to NASDAQ. I think what's this material? Material King is one of the guys that I gave a lesson a few minutes ago when we're doing this. All these analysis that we did, guys, we did them through the Zoom session that we did. So this is what we were doing. We're looking at a few minutes ago. Let me see if I can get a screenshot whereby it's showing exactly what we did or what I said in the group. Just give me a few seconds, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back. Just give me a second. Let me just get a screenshot. Okay, we're back. I'll show you Material King Smosh is here. He said I'm here. He's one of the guys that I gave a session just previously, just a few minutes ago. So I want you guys to check this. This is the signal that I gave around 3:30. I think you can see that it was around 4 o'clock. Then check down the take profit on NASDAQ. As I said, you can close on NASDAQ or hold until 15,000 right there. I'm sure you can all see it. That is what we did for today. That's what I gave in my group. It's either you take profit or you hold until 15,000. That is exactly the prediction that I gave yesterday. Let me just open my laptop so that we discuss and see exactly what we have at this certain point. And I'm not going to load my laptop now so that everybody can see exactly what we... Someone saying network. Is network a problem, guys? Is the network a problem? If it is, we'll see how to fix it up. So that is exactly what we went through. So we're going to check up now what's exactly happening. So I'm scared if I take someone right now, it's going to be very difficult for me. You might find out that our network, it might be bad just because of we took someone, we accepted someone. It might be heavier than what it is. So guys, is the network okay? Are we all sorted with the network? Are we all sorted? Guys, I really appreciate the money you guys paid for the haircut. I drove to town today. I was in town with my cousin. I went to cut my... I really appreciate, guys. It really looks nice. I really look clean. I really appreciate. Next time again, we're going to have I'm preparing myself for November, and here Away, no problem, guys. Anytime you guys need me, I'm around. The network is good. Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot to those who say the network is good. So I want those who were take over from exactly what happened. Maybe today we might even go on, and I'll show you guys how to. I'll show you guys how to read the market from above 15,000. How we're going to tackle the market. It's not only about us discussing the market. We also need to help each other. It's not only about us making money from the market or maybe letting people pay. We also need to give out some things to you guys. Even if you didn't pay, we also need to help you out, work with you guys, communicate, and show you some things that you guys don't know. I'm not saying or undermining you guys that you guys don't know, but there are some things that you might learn, one or two, and you might find out that you also know some things. It's not that I'm going to give you everything that you guys don't know. You might find out that I'll give you some things that you guys already know, and some might be lucky. You might find out that some things that I'm going to teach you guys, you don't even know them. They're new to you. So let's all just pay attention. I know I'm also teaching people who've been trading before. I know I'm teaching people who've been trading before. It happens that you find out that you're already teaching people who've been to a lot of classes. So today, guys, we want to talk about why a lot of people don't become really successful in trading. That is one thing that we want to talk about. Why a lot of people don't become successful in trading. Why is it difficult for people to succeed in trading? That is one thing that I want us to look at. Because if you have a look at things sometimes, a lot of people suffer from what should I say? Entry points. That is where a lot of people get stuck. Entry points, greediness. It's where a lot of people get stuck. A lot of people get stuck there because of we are actually going through something whereby we call it poverty. Poverty kills a lot of people and it limits a lot of things whenever it comes to trading. So what happens? How poverty affects us? This is what happens. Whenever we come to trading, we see a lot of people making huge profits, but you don't know how they got there or how long they took to get to that certain point. So whenever we come into trading, it becomes a point whereby we are all trying to make that certain number that a lot of people are making. So it becomes very, very difficult, guys. I won't lie. It becomes very difficult for us to make good profits because of the patience that we have. We are mostly killed by patience. We are not patient. We are not patient as people. We don't want to wait to take it step by step to get to a certain point whereby we are supposed to get there. So a lot of people suffer at that certain point. The point whereby you start trading, picking up yourself or balancing up your bank account with your trading account. That is something that we mostly suffer through, guys. I won't lie. That is something that we mostly suffer through. We mostly suffer through those. Because first thing that we do, we cannot trade a small account using smaller lot sizes. Whenever we find 1,000 rand, we are all expecting to get like 5,000 from that 1,000 rand. But this is what happens. I want to tell you something on how you grow a small account. That is the first thing that we need to do. How you growing a small account. So this is what you do. Whenever you see me trading a 500 rands account, or maybe 1,000 rand account, taking it to 8,000. This is what happens. First thing that you need to do, you need to open one position. This is a tip that I'm giving you. You need to open one position. Make sure that that position runs to profit of 500. That is the first thing. You need to make sure that that 500 or the first position that you have opened, it has doubled the amount that you funded with. The moment it doubles the amount that you funded with, you are at a good risk of opening another position. That is how you find out that people have opened over two positions, excuse me, with a small amount. So this is what happens. You open a position on a 500 rand account, but that position that you open, you need to make sure that you get an accurate entry. This is what you do. Entries, you always get them on a smaller time frame. 15, 5 minutes, and 1 minute. Those 3 time frames, it's what you use to get an entry point. So as soon as you use as soon as you use those smaller time frames, why do we use smaller time frames? That is the first thing that we need to explain. When we use smaller time frames, we are actually using less risk when it comes to the account. We are risking less because of a smaller retracement of a smaller time frame. It actually gives you a less risk of losing the money. So this is what happens. You go to a smaller time frame, you risk less. That is what happens on a smaller time frame. That is the reason why we take them. Because if you use a 4 hour on a 500 account, it won't work. Remember, a bigger time frame means a big loss. Remember, a small retracement on a bigger time frame, it's a big loss. But a smaller retracement on a smaller time frame, it's a small loss. So the first thing that we risk, the first thing that we do, the first step is to risk less and also take a perfect entry. How do we see a perfect entry? Mostly NASDAQ gives you what we call a reversal pattern. Reversal pattern, it's either it gives you an inverse head and shoulder, it gives you a head and shoulder, depending on where the market is going to. If it's going up, it's going to give you an inverse head and shoulder, or it's going to give you what we call a double bottom. Either a double bottom, or you call it a W. Some people call it Ws. So you find that a lot of people say that Ws don't work, or maybe trend lines don't work. Some people may have used trend lines or patterns on the wrong way. So it becomes a situation whereby a lot of people go around telling people that patterns don't work, trend lines don't work, just because they failed using them. Yet other people use them and make money with them. So that is whereby we say, when it comes to trading, know exactly what you're focusing on before you focus on what people say. The first thing that we suffer as upcoming traders, or let me rather say, the thing that made me or actually what delayed my success in trading, is that I had to listen to a lot of people. You you don't know who to choose, because everybody seems to be successful in trading. So you don't know exactly who you're going to choose, who you're going to listen to. So you take points from different people. As soon as you take points from different people, it becomes a point whereby you confuse yourself. The next person says this works. You listen to the next mentor, he says this doesn't work. So this is a point whereby it now delays your success, because of you don't know exactly who you're going to listen to. So guys, I'll read all the comments. At the end of the day, everything big starts small. When you make sense of that, read to trade. Okay, I'll respond to all the comments. So that is a point that delays. That is something that delays all the upcoming traders. All upcoming traders don't know exactly who to listen to. They'll listen to someone who drives a Mercedes Benz and see someone who drives a BMW and also listen to that person. And you find that at the end of the day, those people are saying two different things at the same time. They're not all saying the same thing. They say too many different things at the same time. So it becomes difficult for you to pick up certain information and use it. So you end up leaving the good information and taking the wrong information into the market. Then you end up losing. Then that's where you find out that there is a lot of people who've been trading for years and years and years, but they've never seen profits, just because of they don't follow the proper strategies or proper procedures that they need to take into trading. One thing that I can advise as a new as a new trader who just came in, firstly, look at the person who you're going to listen to. Look at how they post on Instagram. Look at how they advertise their stuff on Instagram. Look at how their lifestyle is. Let's all stay away from the lifestyle of spending and or doing all those kind of things that people are doing. Those people are doing it for themselves. You understand? So if you do follow the lifestyle and envy that lifestyle that they have, you're going to put yourself under pressure. It's not bad to listen to people. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to look at their lifestyle and be motivated. You guys are taking this in the wrong way. You are no longer motivated. You are now under pressure because of you need to have the car that they're driving. You need to make certain amounts that they're driving. Yeah, these people have been taking a lot of time on the market. They've been there for years. People who've been on the market for over 7 years, you want to take just a day of making the certain amount that they are making. You want to take a week to be on the certain level that they are at, which is impossible. That is impossible. You can never be on their level. There's no way that you can be on their level in a day. I know it's possible, but you can never be where they are because of what they went through to get that knowledge. It's not what you went through. You understand? You guys want them the microwave process whereby it's just a fast forward thing whereby you guys are rich in one day, which is not possible. You need to go through something. You need to tell a story throughout the journey. You can't just say, okay, I was taught by this guy in a day I was rich. Nobody's going to be motivated by your story. You need to struggle. You're still going to blow accounts. But blowing accounts doesn't mean that you should give up. We all meet up obstacles in the way to success. We all went through certain things on the way. But what kills most of you is because of you guys, most of you don't work. Most of you depend on the money that you get from parents. Few do work, but most of you depend on the money that you get from parents. You take it to trading. Then, when you blow it, your mom doesn't have anything to give you anymore. You need to wait for the second month. When you wait for the second month, throughout the month, what are you doing? You're not practicing. You're still waiting for the same amount to come. As soon as you get the same amount, what do you do with that same amount? You take it back to trading. After taking it back again to trading, what do? You lose it again the same way you lost the previous one, just because of you don't take time to look at your mistakes. You don't take time to correct exactly what happened in the past. You continue with your mistakes. You continue with your mistakes. By the time that you realize that you have lost money, when you calculate you have lost over 20 to 50,000, then you ask yourself, why am I losing? This is what you do. You meet someone, now you're desperate. You saw that you have lost a lot of money. You want to recover the money that you lost. What do? You go to a mentor. Okay, my guy, can I pay for signals? When you pay for signals, this is one thing that I want to be honest with you guys. When you pay for signals, no matter how someone tells you that my signals are 100% or they're 98%, trust me, that person will always meet a loss at some point, twice or thrice. That person is going to meet up a loss. That is what I'm going to tell you. That person at some point. If you see a mentor who says, every day I make profits, every day I make profits, I have no loss, I don't believe there's such a mentor in life. I don't believe that. Even if people do not post their losses, I do not believe that there's a mentor who says, I don't have losses. I'm always making profits. The reason a lot of people don't post losses is because of they need to attract customers. They need to keep those customers coming. So it becomes difficult for them to post a loss because people won't believe in them anymore. People won't believe in their strategies or in their work anymore. So the money stops coming just because of someone didn't believe in them. You understand? So that is the system that goes on through trading that a lot of people don't understand. So when you subscribe to someone's signals, please, guys, please use proper risk management. Don't ever follow the trades that they take because you don't know if they're trading a demo or they're trading a real account. Can you please give me a signal to check if they are legit? I'll check on the demo. Facts firm, how much are your classes? Can you those who need classes, guys, please take the number below. So this is what I'm saying, guys. Please, if you are taking signals, please, for the first signal that you're going to take, if it's NASDAQ, if it's NAS 100, please make sure that you have at least an amount of 1,000 rand and above. Don't follow whatever we do, because remember, if I do risk 500 rand to trade 500 rand, I'm willing to blow it. But if it's you trading 500 bucks, if you find trade 500 bucks right now, you're going to say, okay, this is my last money. Don't ever trade your last money on NAS 100. Don't ever do it, because it's either a blow or a win. If it blows, a smaller retracement can blow it. If it does blow it, you're going to cry and say, you know what, these signals are wrong, which is something that you should expect. Mostly when we risk on NAS 100, using what we call the quarter theory strategy. what we risk is we risk 500 rands. That's it. That's the smallest amount that we do risk on NAS100. The biggest amount that we risk on NAS100 is 1,000 rand. So if you have 1,000 rand, risk 500. If it goes above 500, close your trade. Wait for the next signal or wait for current signals. That is the tip that I'm telling you guys. If you're going to subscribe for my signals, please, if you're going to subscribe, make sure if you're going to trade NAS100, you're going to take NAS100 trades, you have 1,000 rand and above. When whatever that you're going to risk half of the account. Don't let your account blow. Never let yourself start from scratch. That is where a lot of people lose it, because of you risk everything. You let it go. You understand? You let it go. Once you let it go, you giving everything and you don't even have a plan of recovering the money. That is where we face a lot of problems there. Then people come saying that, you know what, the signals that you gave us are not correct. No, signals might be correct, because you might find out that a signal can go up to 600 in loss. After going up to 600 in loss, it comes back to a profit of over 1.5 to 2,000. It happens. So don't ever let yourself risk what you cannot afford to lose. Don't ever put money into Forex, which is your last money that you know that you really need it. Rather use it on something useful than come back with money that you know that it's spare money. That money you don't really need to use it. Guys, don't ever risk money for rent or money for food. Don't ever do that unless you have a plan of recovering it. Because, okay, this is one thing that I want to tell you or I want to advise you on. Whenever it comes to this last amounts that we used to trade with. So this is what happens to last amounts, guys. Last amounts always have a bad luck. Trust me. You would rather say, I know a lot of people will come back saying that, you know what, I have bad luck. You know, I've been trading for so many years. I've been trying. It's been refusing with me. It's because we trade with last money. I'm a Christian, guys. I believe in spiritual life affecting financial life. I don't know those who don't believe in it, but my spiritual life does affect my trading. It affects everything that I do. There are some things that are not normal, guys. You know, sometimes there's someone who you can trade it the same way with. That person will succeed, and then you have some amounts. Like, for example, you fund thousand. That person you can tell a person that, okay, we're going to end at 3:30. Then that person agrees with you. Like when it's like 2 minutes left, that person agrees with you. Then that person gets delayed. You end at 3:30, the market goes down. You guys plan that you are going to buy. The market goes down. Then he enters like 5 minutes after, when the market is retracing, going up. Then that person goes in profit after you have blowed. And then you'll be like, yo, my guy, why did you enter after 5 minutes? And then it tells you network, this and this happened. That is something whereby the spiritual life affects whatever you do in life. You can deny it or however you want, but trust me, it does affect. If you are a black person, if we all have a background where we're coming from, we all know where we're coming from. So it affects whatever we do. And all the time, it affects whatever we do. That is why we always need to pray on whatever we do. No matter whatever we do, guys, we need to pray. We need to pray for it too. I'm not saying pray and don't work on the market. The moment you pray and you don't work, you might think that God is not alive, because of you pray and you pray, but you don't put effort. You understand? Put effort in whatever market. Even if you do take signals, I don't at all times, because of I know, guys. What if I get sick today and you subscribe for my signals? Let's be honest. I get sick today, you subscribe for my signals. Maybe I get COVID. Same time I go to the hospital, then you find out that hey, I'm not gonna send signals. You text me, I'm not online. I'm off. You understand? When you text me, I'm off. I'm not on the market. Then later on, you find out that okay, Prince NASDAQ passed on, for example. He passed on, and then you have paid for your signals. Rather than getting the knowledge, knowledge is much more important. We need to pay attention to the knowledge, because nobody can take the knowledge from you. But if someone dies with this knowledge or he passes on with this knowledge, what are you going to do? Who are you going to depend on? Which means your income is now gone. You need to start paying someone again to start up the process afresh. know, you don't even trust if that person is legit. You're taking yourself one step. So you guys need to really pay attention to how you invest in the knowledge that you need. Knowledge is something that you're going to stay with for life. Nobody's going to take away that knowledge. Nobody can say, I'm opening your brain, I'm taking away the knowledge that you have. There's no such. So you need to pay attention to the knowledge, guys. And I know that there's a lot of scammers that scam people whenever it comes to trading. A lot of people get scammed. They pay for classes. Do you have students price, bro? Can you please, guys, those who need any prizes for students or classes or signals, please text me on that number below that I've pinned up for classes or signals. Just text me there. Then we'll. So, guys, let's continue. One thing that I'm going to tip you off about: be careful on who you choose to be a mentor. Because I know a lot of people. This is what happens everywhere. That is why you find out when it comes to girls. This is one tip that I found out about girls. Girls always want someone who has a lot of girls. But that's being honest. Girls are always where it's full. They don't want someone who's single. They want someone who has someone. You get the point? So the same method also comes to Forex when it comes to boys. They want to pay someone that they know that everybody's going there. Yet you don't know how everybody's coming out there. You don't know the results. You don't know the end of the story, what's going to happen. It's not all about what people have. Let me be honest with you. It's not what people drive. It's not what people do throughout the day that gives them profits. You don't know what people do. Now, right now, as you speak, the person that you chose to be a mentor, do you know what he's doing at the moment as we speak? Do you know what is he doing right now? You find out that he's doing something different from trading that is giving him money. At the end of the day, when we come to Instagram, we are all traders. We are all trading. We are all getting money. Then it's all about now you need to push yourself and motivate people that you are trading yet you're not trading. Because guys, I didn't mention any name, but I'm just saying you must watch out of those kind of things. They do happen. You get the point. Those things do happen. So we all need to choose wisely whenever we choose a mentor. Don't choose a mentor just because of you love whatever he drives. You love how he's living his lifestyle. It's not about the lifestyle. It's about the knowledge. How he's giving the quality time to his students. You get the point. How he's giving the quality time to his students. You know, one thing that I'll tell you that these mentors that are always full of students and all that, they might not even give you their time. You pay, they don't respond. Later on, you take it to Instagram, you tell them that, hey, you know what, I paid this guy, he's not responding to me. Why? He has a lot of students. Don't be surprised why he's not responding. He has a lot of people that he's attending to, and people who are paying more money than you. You find out that you paid 1,000, someone paid 9,000 rand. He's like, I want you one on one. He's going to attend that person first. There's no way that a person is going to leave 9,000 and then attends to someone who paid 1,000 rand. It's not possible. It's not possible because of they have a lot of people. But people who don't have a lot of people to attend to, they make sure that they maintain their standard. It's not everyone who does that, but some do maintain their standard. Some even send people to come and attend you. They tell you that I'm busy. I'm gonna send someone to come attend you. They send someone who comes and attend you. Then you're not satisfied. You don't even ask questions that you need to ask. When you ask that person questions, he tells you that okay, wait for a mentor that you paid. I did my job. Then it's done. Then he leaves. Then you are left without questions. He won't come back to you and tell you that okay, my guy, I've sent someone and you told me that you're not satisfied. I'm coming. No, he's going to move on to the next person. Attend that next person because that next person paid. That is exactly what's happening into Forex. The Forex game end up as being a scam, but Forex it's not a scam. People are scamming people, not Forex. Forex is not a scam. Forex never approached anyone and say, you know what, bring your money, let me take it. No, let's not blame Forex. Forex it's not a scam. You can get rich with Forex if you want. How are other people? Ask yourself, how are other people making it while you're not making it? What is the reason that is making you to lose while other people are making profits? What is it? What is it that you are doing that other people are not doing? Ask yourself that question. What is it that people are doing that you are not doing? I know it's very hard to get information from other mentors because of these mentors actually occupied. They don't respond to messages. They will never tell you exactly what's really happening so that you guys can get exactly what's happening. But To be honest with you guys, what you need is to spend more time on the charts. Spend more time on the charts. Correct your mistakes. Get more knowledge from people. Go around asking. Don't be afraid to approach someone and ask. Even if you are going to be disappointed, rather be disappointed and let it be part of your story. Whenever you're going to tell a story that, you know what, I approached someone, he denied me. You know, he rejected my approval. He rejected my appointment. He rejected the idea that I came up with. So those are the kind of things that you need to combine whenever you are going to talk to people and motivate them about your story. There is a story that says that nobody will ever listen to your story if you are not successful. And Vele, nobody will listen. No one is going to listen to someone who's not successful. It's like standing on a public and you don't have anything, and then you say, yo, you know what, guys, can you please listen to me? Nobody's going to listen to you. You know why people are not listening? People don't listen to people, they listen to money. Let me tell you something. People listen to money. They respect money. People don't respect people. They respect money. That is one thing I can tell you. They respect money that people have, not not humans. They don't respect humans. They don't care about humans. Who are you that they should respect you? They respect the money that you have. What brings up respect? It's money, not people. It's money. Trust me. Yeah, I do use Fibonacci. What is the advantage of about robots? I don't use robots. Which time frame do you draw the support and resistance? It depends on what you're talking about when you talk about support and resistance. Because when it comes to the guys answering questions when I'm not done, when it comes to support and resistance, we have what we call main support, we have what we call main resistance. Those lines that you see right there, it's not just support and resistance. They have a lot of meanings behind them. They have a lot of things behind those lines that you see there. It's not just lines that you see, it's not just support and resistance that you see there. They also have some meanings behind them. There is a reason why I put them there. And those reasons I can explain to I can explain those reasons and why I put them there. That is exactly how NASDAQ moves and how it plays around. So I'm going back to my issue of saying that, guys, please spend more of your time practicing what you need to do. It's like getting a job today. They tell you, okay, what you need to do is to sign up files and all that. You need to pick up files and you don't practice that. It's like they give you a computer at work, you don't know how to use it. Then you go home and then you put it there, you watch movies. Then tomorrow you back at work, they ask you, how do you use your laptop? You don't even know how to use it. So at the end of the day, you end up getting fired. But from Forex, you don't get fired. How you get fired from Forex, it's blowing an account. That's how a person gets fired from Forex. It's blowing an account. It's either after blowing, you either applying back or you staying at home. That's it. So success, guys, becomes something whereby it's way too different. It's way too different. We need to know that success, it's way too different. It's very different. There's no one who's going to say, okay, Sharp, I didn't work hard. I only got a breakthrough through signals and then I made millions. No such. You are going to go through something. You are going to struggle. Somehow, you're going to climb the mountain. You are going to fall back to the ground and start afresh. Then after starting afresh, you're going to know that, okay, I came to this certain point. I fell at this certain point. I need to correct. What did I do that made me fail at this certain point? That is where a lot of people have a problem. After falling at that certain point, they don't look at their mistakes or what happened previously. Why did they fail at that point previously? That is one thing that you guys need to look at. You need to check why you went down at that point. That is where we call you need to backtest your strategy after losing. Whenever you make a loss, please go back to the market. Go back and check the market. Check exactly why you lost. Check your strategy. What's shorting on your strategy that someone is using and making profit from it? Check those kind of things. Guys, reunite with other people. Don't just stay alone and say, okay, I'm good. I'm a good trader. I'm going to stay alone. Trust me, all the mentors that you are paying, they are connected somehow. That is how you find out that some mentors meet up through the weekends. They sit down, they discuss whatever they discuss. They don't just go out and chill, start drinking, then they don't discuss anything. There is a certain point whereby they do talk. They do sit down and say, okay, my guy, what are you using? Can you show us how you're trading? Can you show us how you're analyzing? What is it that you're using that I'm not using? Then at the end of the day, those people come up with one strategy, then they start winning. Then after winning throughout the week, during the weekend, they meet up and celebrate. Why do they do that? They reunite, but someone said, and they're dangerous. Yes, 100 pips guaranteed. I've been big testing. Yeah, true that. So this is what happens, guys. Mentors, they don't link up, they don't hang up with someone who doesn't have money. Let me tell you. People, you will never hang up with someone who's driving a Mercedes Benz, yet you are walking. There's no one who's going to hang up with you. Nobody wants to hang up with someone that is going to call and say, yeah, you know what, where are you? Come and collect me. No. Because even if you use a Uber, trust me, even if you use a Uber, it's very rare to hang up with someone who has a car. It's very rare unless you're bringing something to the table. That is how people treat others. That is how we live with each other as blacks. We don't want to wait for someone to succeed while they're with us. We need those people to succeed on their own and bring something to the table. There's no one who's going to accept you as you are. Let me be honest. No one is going to accept you as you are and say, okay, you know what, I'm taking you through just because of you came to him and told him that things are not going well, you need help. Then that someone is going to say, you know what, I'm driving an M4 or I'm driving an M3, I'm going to take you in. No one is going to take you. Nobody wants to hang out with people who don't have money. No one. That is the point whereby it comes and say people are saying that hang up with your class or play with your class. Why do they do this? It's because they need you to bring something to the table. It's either you're from a rich family or you suffer with the rest until you make it. That is how the world is. You now, us as blacks, we have turned against each other just because of we have let money control us. We put money first. We don't want you to come to our table just because of you don't have money. That is how we live as blacks. That is how it is in the Forex game. That is how it is everywhere. Even when you go to the construction site, it's the same thing. Nothing changes. Nobody wants to hang out with broke people. Prince Nasdaq, why do you add the horizontal lines? Prince, may I start paying now, then my class is in December. Lee Joy, it's up to you, my guy. You can send me a message on WhatsApp or on the number below. Then I'll respond to your message. Then we see. So now I want us to take questions. I think I've given you guys enough knowledge on what to do exactly now to grow small accounts. If I didn't conclude on the small accounts, remember I said small accounts. You guys need to take small accounts from those that send me messages on WhatsApp. Please, I'm going to respond to your messages soon. I'm still on Instagram, so I'm only using one phone, guys. I will get rich sometime and buy a second phone. Then I'll chat and using a different phone whereby I can respond to messages while I'm on Instagram. So this is what I said about small accounts. Those who are going to trade small accounts. First position, let it double the amount you funded. Second second position is going to be added as soon as you have doubled the amount you funded with. If you are funded with 500, once your profit goes, once your profit of the first position goes to 500 bucks, you add a second position. Don't add two. Don't add two, please, because you're going to suffer with a smaller retracement. What kills people is retracements just because of they've added more than positions that they were supposed to add. So once you add one extra position, if it goes to a loss, maybe it might go to a loss of at least 100 bucks. Then later on, it continues going. The moment it continues going, it also goes for a price of over 250 or 300 rand. It now allows you to open another position. You add another position. But how do you add another position without knowing where to enter? What's important is knowing where to enter. You need to know exactly where to enter. Where do you exactly go in? Where do you exactly enter or add a position? You don't, maybe we'll give you quotes more. You don't add a position whereby you don't know exactly what the market is going to do at that certain point. So when it comes to NASDAQ, let me give you a point. When it comes to NASDAQ, this is what happens to NASDAQ. NASDAQ has certain points that it moves to. When it gets to that certain point, once it closes above that certain point, please add a position. Please add a position. Once it closes above, if it's a buy, add a position. Once it closes below on that certain point that it reaches to add a position. That is how you add a position in trading. So many of you find yourself adding positions at the wrong time. That is whereby you find that you are killed by retracement, because when it moves, it has certain points that it moves to. Then those certain points needs to be respected. If you don't respect rules of the market, there's no way that you're going to stay in the game. A lot of you are going to blow. If you don't respect proper risk management, you're going to be kicked out. If you don't respect the fact that you need to wait, you need to be patient, you're going to be kicked out. A lot of you suffer from blowing accounts just because of you don't respect rules of trading. Not because you don't know how to trade. You do know how to trade, but you don't respect the rules of trading. Some rules that you guys need to apply, you don't apply them. You let them slide. Whenever you see money running, you get this feeling that comes that you have made it. That is something that a lot of people go through whenever they're trading with small amounts, or whenever they're trading with their last money. They always suffer a certain point whereby they blow accounts just because of they're staying greedy, because of the need to push up and make the amount that they're expecting. I've once said that don't ever make plans with profits that you don't have. Don't ever make plans with profits that you don't have in your hands. And don't ever let a profit run. If you know that you have never hold such huge profits, you rather lock or you rather close. But I don't prefer locking profits as well. Have a certain target. Whenever it comes to trading, have a certain target. Please have a certain target. Have a certain target that you have. That is where a point whereby it comes and says, have a trading plan. What is the trading plan for? You need certain targets that you need to set on the market all the time. Certain targets that you need to set. If, for example, you're going to fund 500 rand and say, okay, if I make 250 per day, it's enough for me. Please respect that. Because the moment you make 250 and say, okay, I'm going to make, let me leave it run to 500, it retraces, it retraces before that 500, kicks you out. The profit is gone. The amount you funded is gone. You get the point? That is exactly what happens. Then you find yourself losing. You go back again and try. You do the same similar mistake. You lose again. You get the point? Don't ever trade without a target, guys. Please don't ever trade without a target. You have a certain target. And don't plan anything before you have the money in your bank account. Don't ever plan anything. Because you're going to put yourself under unnecessary pressure that at the end of the day, it will make you lose the amount that you're supposed to get from the market. You get the point? So that is what happens exactly. So if it closes under a certain level, must you say, I'll get back to that. Bro, may you please analyze gold? I haven't even loaded my charts yet. Someone says, and when I apply FIBO again from the bottom to the top and get those levels just below the previous highlighted from top to bottom. I'll respond to you, Mr. Gold. I'll respond to you just now. If you have any problem, Mr. Gold, I think I told you before, don't be afraid, please, to come back to me and say, my guy, can you please retouch on this kind of things? I'm always open at any time. If you book me, I'm always open at any time to come back and tell me that you don't understand certain points. You get the point? Yeah, I'm always open to those kind of things. I'm here, I'm free. So you tell me that at this certain date, can you please give me a lesson again on this certain thing? As long as you have paid me, you have the right to come back to me and tell me that certain things I don't understand them. Certain things are not going well. This and this is not going well with me. Please help me with this and this and this. Don't be afraid. Please come back to me at any time. Text me at any time. Send me a message. I don't take more than 10 minutes without responding to people. I really respect the students that are actually paid. I really respect people who paid for their mentorship. So please don't be afraid to come back to me and ask. So this is what I was saying, guys. I shall mostly forget exactly what I was talking about, but we're still talking on the missing the points that you guys need to take whenever you come into trading. Make sure you have noted all your mistakes down. Make sure you have a trading plan. And then as soon as you follow all your trading plans, all the procedures that needs to be followed, proper risk management, trading plan, please, after following all those things, if you run a loss on a trade, now go back to everything. Check everything down. Check everything down and say, okay, this I went right, this I went wrong, this I went right, this I went wrong. So after noting those things down, that's where you determine either you were correct or you were wrong. You were correct, you were wrong. This need to be corrected, this need to be cancelled. The trading plan is wrong. This is too much, this is less, this and this is like this. That's where you note all those things down. That is how you correct yourself. It's like doing corrections at school. Whenever you solve something and then it doesn't work out and then you get it wrong, there's a certain point that comes whereby a teacher always comes in and say, okay, let's do corrections. But if you are trading and you don't do corrections in trading, what are you expecting? How are you expecting those things to be corrected? Let's be honest, guys. How are you expecting those things to be corrected if you are not going to correct or do corrections to whatever trades that you are going to take? The thing is, what kills us is that we mostly over celebrate before we make it to where we are supposed to go to. We over celebrate things. We over celebrate that little amount. Just because of we grew up in poverty, it now kills us. It now brings us down. It now delays our success. Just because of we didn't touch a certain amount before, we grew up not knowing how a certain amount looks. It really affects us as traders. Those are things that affects us. So whenever someone trades with a small amount or the last money, that person is actually affected by emotions. Emotions mostly affect that person. Why? That person becomes greedy just because of he's trying to make an amount that he does not have in his bank account. That's the first thing. Because of if you have 50,000 in your account, you wouldn't worry losing 1,000 rand. Trust me, you wouldn't worry losing 1,000 rand. But because of that 1,000 rand is the last amount that you have in your bank account, and is the only money that you have in your pocket. It now affects your trading. You get the point? It now goes on and affects your trading. It now kills you. You get the point? So we need to take note of those kind of things that happens. That is where it kills a lot of people. So you need to really look at this kind of things and see what really affects this what really affects us whenever it comes to trading. If you don't take note of those kind of things, guys, please don't blame anyone or blame any mentor that comes to you and gives you signals. If you believe in someone's signals, don't go around telling people that Forex is a scam just because of you lost with someone's signals. No, Forex is not a scam, but expect a loss. It's like running any other business that you can run. Whatever business that you are going to start up with, there's no way that business will start by giving you profits. There's no business that was opened and in few months it gets those people millions. That is highly impossible. Highly impossible. It's never going to happen that way. It will never, trust me, it will never. Business takes time to grow, it takes time to mature. Just like Forex. Forex takes time to grow, it takes time to mature as well. So you guys need to go through certain stages of Forex in order to get to your breakthrough, in order to make it in Forex. And don't ever expect that someone is going to help you make a million. Nobody's going to help you make a million. You are going to help yourself. The effort that you're going to put, the sleepless nights, and it's also not about sleepless nights. A lot of people say, okay, sleepless nights. If you're going to use wrong tools to approach the market, trust me, you're going to get it wrong. No matter how much time you spend on the market, if you are using the wrong method to approach the market, you're going to get things wrong. No matter how much time you spend on the market, no matter the sleepless night that you are going to use in the market, it doesn't really matter. So German 30, can you please exit? I'll add you just now. My network is a little bit bad. I'll add you back just now, German 30. Let me just finish up this. I'm almost done. So what I'm saying is that, guys, if you are going to use the wrong method to approach the market, everything is going to be total wrong. Trust me, it's going to be wrong. Very, very wrong. Trust me, it's going to be wrong. You need to first retest your strategy. Don't ever retest your strategy giving people signals. People are going to call you a scam. Just because of you're giving people wrong signals, they are going to call you a scam. Trust me, they're going to call you a scam. Because you want to test your strategy using other people. Don't rush to say you are a mentor. Don't ever rush yourself. Don't rush the process. At certain time, there's going to be a certain time whereby things are going to fall into place. You're going to be approached by people saying, okay, can you please teach us your strategy? Being a mentor at some certain stage, people came to you without even approaching them. People came to you and said, you know what, my guy, we love the way you are trading. We love the way you're approaching the market. We love the way you are doing things. Can you please teach us? And then as more time goes, a lot of people are going to approach you. Then at the end of the day, you are a mentor without even discovering that you're a mentor. You end up teaching a lot of people. And then that is a stage whereby we are now saying you are now successful. You are now approved to be a mentor. You get the point? So I don't know if my network is good. We want those who are going to take questions through. I think I've given you guys enough knowledge now to say you know how to approach the market. I've given you guys enough knowledge. I don't know if we do have questions. Those who need classes, my number is down there. To those who need classes, my number is down there. You can actually approach me on that number that I've added down there. Text me on that number for signals or for classes. You can approach me on that number. Then we'll talk about it. We'll discuss whatever that needs to be discussed and go on with whatever that we need to go on. Mr. German Tate.
You know what it is? You know the fucking vibes.
What's up, my guy?
I think I'm the one who's slowing down your network, man.
I don't know, my guy. My network is bad, so most of the time, whenever I add someone, the network still goes bad. It goes down. I don't know why.
But I feel like it's better when you are alone on the live. When you are alone on the live, it's quite clear.
Yeah, it actually reduces.
The struggle of the debit.
Yeah, it mostly does well whenever I'm alone because of I didn't add someone, so it doesn't affect that much.
Okay, no problem. I just wanted to say these people are lucky to have you. The people on this live are lucky to have you. Like, you've spoken quite well and you've given them enough motivation. You've inspired them. So yeah, I guess this is the luckiest 100 people today or this evening.
Yeah, I've tried to at least motivate people that because a lot of people believe that forex it's really impossible to make money in forex. But a lot of people realize when they make money, that's when they realize that, you know what, this was the real deal. This is something that I really need to hold on to. So we need to keep people motivated so that they don't give up in life.
Facts.
Yeah, so that is what we need to really concentrate on. It's not only about making money or just us making money and celebrating it out there. We also need to give people hope the same way we're motivated by others to get to a certain point where we are right now.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, so those are the kind of things that we need to actually keep motivating people with each and every day. It's mostly something that we need to concentrate on.
Yeah, because forex is not an easy industry.
Yeah, it's not something easy. A lot of people think a lot of people think that it's very easy. It's something whereby they'll just come and you find millions hanging out there, which is not really something like that. It's something forex. It's something whereby it's just like any other job. You need to put effort in order to get to a certain level that you need to get to.
Facts.
Yeah.
Wow. I think
So
people are
we'll
living
see
the
what
life.
we can. Yeah, we've been on this live for quite some time. So I think we need to save the live so that others can also go through it. So others can also go around checking it. Those who need to save it, they'll save it as well. So we'll see what we can do. But I'll probably give you a
Okay,
call
no
or text
problem.
you on WhatsApp and see what we can plan for tomorrow. Then tomorrow we go live again. We analyze what happened throughout the day. Then we see what we can help people with, to those, especially to those who don't have the knowledge whenever it comes to Forex.
Okay, no problem. At least some people, other people will be able to see the life and get motivated, get inspired.
Exactly. Thanks a lot for joining up. Really appreciate that. To those, all those who need signal,
No
they'll take
problem,
the
my guy.
number down there. All those who need classes, they'll also take the number down there. So we'll hear what people say. Those who need help, they'll come. Guys, one thing that I also want to say, feel free to choose any mentor that you want. Feel free to choose anyone, but
Yeah,
always
facts,
stay
facts.
responsible for whoever you're going to choose as a mentor. Be responsible for that person, because whatever action that you're going to take, it's either going to affect you in a good way or it's going to affect you in a bad way. So let me save the life. I've left
Facts.
it 1 minute, so let me just exit and save the life.